Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Tony, I'm from Toronto.
From Toronto? How old are you, Tony?
61, I just turned 61.
Just turned 61?
In April.
April? So how far are you away from your pension?
Well, I'm not sure if I already qualify for one.
Yeah.
Like decades ago I tried and they said I was just short of the 5-year minimum. Right?
Okay.
Like at least 5 years you gotta work, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I think a person when they're 65,
Yeah, it's 60.
any work record you get something. Even, you know, I've heard people get even like less than $15 a month.
And you don't get nothing.
Well, for pension, I'm not sure. Like the people that help us do tax here,
Yeah.
they're so kind and sweet, and they're very smart.
Yeah.
And one lady was saying, "Oh, find all your paperwork from 2021 because there was a hint of RRSP or something, right?"
Yeah.
But she, decades ago, working.
Yeah.
As soon as the computer come out, bang! You know, it's very, very, very impossible to get a job. Now everything's computer. I'm just glad kids enjoy the computer. It seems so, right? But I wonder how many people are left in the dark, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Because at least they told you, right?
Well, the computer thing, 1 year trying to get a course, it was Windows, right? All of a sudden I go, what am I doing this for? Because every year a different Windows program comes out.
Yeah.
And I had no idea if I'd be left in the dark.
Yeah.
Like say it takes me over a year to learn Windows 95, for example.
Yeah.
By the time 99 comes around, I am totally green again.
Yeah,
I had no, like, fuck
yeah.
that. And when it comes to money paying rent, you can't mess around with shit like this, right?
Yeah. And can you just tell me a bit about yourself? Were you born and raised in Toronto?
Yeah.
Born and raised here?
Yeah.
You seem to have an accent.
Sorry?
I said you have a different accent. Are you sure?
Really?
Yeah, you born here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm born in St. Michael Hospital.
Okay. And are you homeless at the moment or are you still
No,
over here?
we're with the shelter people.
Yeah.
And they're moving us soon.
Yeah.
But I'm really sad. We've been here for over a year, right? But when we first moved in here, people were smashing $1,000 windows, putting the fire alarm, all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we're eventually off from a big building downtown, and we're eventually going to go back there when they renovate it, right?
Okay.
But I mean, like, it's so depressing when you can't fucking do anything.
And how long have you been here in this location? 1 year, you said?
It's been, January was 1 year.
January.
So,
Okay. So you know Kenny and that? Kenny walking over there?
the guy?
Yeah, the Irishman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very cool guy, man.
Very cool. Yeah, I've interviewed all of them, bro. Can you just tell me a bit about yourself, bro?
I went to high school.
How was your upbringing? How was it?
That's for me. When I was with my parents, I lived with my parents into my adult.
Yeah.
I look back, always good stuff. Never heard bad news, negative stuff.
Yeah.
You know? I never heard about racism until like 18 years old when I watched that movie Roots.
Yeah.
You believe that? I had no idea about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I always say to people, when you're with friends and stuff, hey, you see how amazing it is when you get along with people? The world is still there. What you learn or not is something, right? Cause I don't know, man. Like, I don't like judging or pointing finger, but some people are gonna fuck up sooner or later. Horrible shit. I said many people I know, they're never gonna say boo if they're not feeling good or whatever the hell it is, right? But fuck, you look at your friends. Ooh, one guy talks, oh, I'm gonna kill someone. No one believes him. He's your friend. But when he does it, you see what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on, man?
And, so your childhood was good?
Like, growing up, I grew up like in the Junction area.
Yeah.
I went to school, you know, parents, this and that. I never felt like I didn't fit in with other people. But as time goes on, you start getting shocked. Drop out of high school, fuck that, right?
And was there any addiction that led to anything? And how do you have any addictions at the moment?
Right now, it's like I like drinking. I like smoking pot, right? But I mean, like, cigarettes are so fucking expensive, right? So sometimes I'm like, less cigarettes, more booze, right? But see what happens when you have booze, you don't want to drink it. When you don't have it, you want it, right? But I mean, just going out every day, my body aches and stuff, right? You know, but you have to stretch and drink water. I drink water, right? But basically, when I grew up, you know, I went to high school and stuff. I started working full time. I liked working. School was really stressful. Studying for tests was crazy. anxiety and shit, right? But I mean, I started smoking pot with my friends when I was a teenager, right? But I always felt like, how true is it? Everybody's different. You mean? Here's a group of people you're with, all of a sudden people start going their own ways. And you know what contributes to that? When you read books and watch television. Some of these things are based on true stories, right? But it's very sad when a person is young. But I always keep wondering, people are so fucking cool. I hope people know what they're doing sometimes. You know, not trying to mess up somebody.
So you don't really have a drug addiction. You're just on alcohol.
Well, I mean, like when I go out and hustle for my booze and stuff, right? But the more tired you get, a couple of beers, cigarettes is my main addiction. I have to have cigarettes, right?
This is not fentanyl, right? You're not on.
No,
That's
fuck.
good, man. Because I heard there was overdoses in here at the building, so at the shelter. So I'm just checking, you know. And with regards to your mental health, how's your mental health right now?
I think that's okay. I mean, like, as far as I'm concerned, I always have my own fucking, you know, things I say to myself, right? Like, whatever goes through your brain, right? Keep it to yourself. Don't spew it out on other people. It's the same thing always, assuming, right?
Assuming.
But I'm like this. Sometimes you have to assume. But the catch, as far as I'm concerned, is don't, if you're angry, or everybody's angry, right? But you never know what the fuck people do. Me, whether it's not I'm a human or have a conscience, it fucks me up to do something silly. If I swear somebody or shit like this, I feel like a fucking idiot. I feel like this. 100 fucking steps, boom, I'm back down at the bottom, right? So see, out of selfishness, a person takes care of himself. But see, this means I don't like people, but if you don't feel good with yourself, what am I going to say, right? I don't want to feel negative, I try to feel positive. So whoever's getting a kick out of me being a goof or whatever, they want to call you names, too bad, you know, I have to keep saying it, reinforcing your mind, right? Just try to keep yourself together on your feet. But as far as addiction goes, I'm like this, right? People need to drink more water, exercise a little more. I mean, we all get the same checks, right? So some people should be forced to take showers because they're gonna feel better later, right? But I'm doing pretty good with stuff like this, right?
So your mental health, you're not on any medication or anything?
No.
That's good. And are you there through Homes First, or are you there through
Homes First.
Homes First or CAMH?
Homes First.
Homes First?
Well, I was in CAMH in the fucking 90s, early in the 90s, right?
I was gonna also ask you, so how altogether prior to getting this place, how long have you been homeless? Like, what's the total amount of years in your whole life that you've been homeless?
On and off, right? Year by year.
20 years, 15
No,
years?
no, no.
10 years?
No. Like, I'd say altogether, 2 years or less.
2 years or less?
Yeah.
And in that 2 years...
But even in the winter, I would sleep outside sometimes, right?
Even in the winter? How do you stay warm?
You figure something out. Sometimes you just go to a donut shop and just keep your change, stay in there, stay warm, pay change, right? What they did, see? Is it my imagination or what? Like, it doesn't matter what background you come from. People shouldn't think so-and-so better than me because of this fuck off. Hey, when you're down sometimes, no one helps you. Hey, you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I was going somewhere with this. So for that 2.5 years that you've been homeless...
Less than 2 years.
Yeah, less than 2 years. What's the worst thing that you've seen? The worst thing ever.
See, that's what I was just going to say. I was totally alone when I was homeless.
So you didn't see any overdoses?
No.
See old women
But there was
robbed,
like people freezing to death.
freezing to death?
Right?
Yeah.
You mean, like, and every fucking year you see people sleeping on the grate. Yeah. How many decades it's been, and still you see people sleeping on the fucking road. Yeah. But you know, sometimes people want that. They can't.
It's safer for them in these kind of
they
places.
feel not only safer, but less stress and stuff like this.
Sign this paper.
Now you do a good job asking questions.
Yeah, and I also have another question. What do you think the government should do in order to help with the homelessness situation that we face today?
I think they should take suggestions from people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And appreciate how important it is when some people don't want housing.
Yeah.
But most of all, they should check the housing list.
Yeah.
What? 3 people are dead on the top 15 names.
Yeah.
And nobody fucking knows. And their name is still there, blocking out somebody else.
Oh, so
they
the
should
people on the list are actually passed away? And
the list is ignorant.
Oh, wow.
Like, when you make a list of homeless people, without a worker, somebody's missing the point. This guy doesn't exist, this girl doesn't exist anymore. Why are they blocking the next 4 people who are in desperate, dire straits?
Wow.
They should update home list and just make sure that these people are still in need or whatever. And as far as I'm concerned, when you have suggestions, it's good for that. But I mean, like the respite centers is pretty cool. But basically, ID, social workers, homeless people might need like a temporary worker, mostly for housing, that they qualify and they're okay. But seeing people with addictions, they're not gonna say shit to you, right? You know, I mean, that shouldn't be a hindrance, because go like this, a lot of people fucking do stuff and they flows good, right? But I don't appreciate when people like want to do a computer course, they're still eager to work and stuff like this. The government should help people with, would you want help with employment, like on a serious level? I mean, not just to get brownie points to get a check, to work, or recovery programs, see access to addiction programs, but also activities, health program, right? But updating the list is, come on, man, that was decades ago. Like, please do that, because that's
crazy.
very horrible.
They have dead people on the list ahead of people that are alive, and no one is checking that.
And that stops the list.
Yeah, that stops from the other people. But why is no one not checking that?
They have to.
You've raised a really good point. I really like that. We will pass this message on. You know,
that'd be
why
good.
I do what I do, right? So
I mean, you know, going back to school, all kind of stuff, right? Clothes, like, you know, programs to volunteer. You get something like a food voucher or some clothing, right? But
just
basically,
for the clothes, right?
Like the Out of the Cold program is pretty cool. You know, you give you tokens and stuff, right? But what? There's one place, the staff working there were stealing the donations coming in with the tags and stuff. Not all. Oh, come on, man. The food.
What are the staff like
a
in here,
church one.
What are the staff like in here?
95%. They're all pretty cool. They're pretty nice. I mean,
I heard they favor people. Like they favor.
No, I mean, like they're like this. It's basically. It always reminds you, you have to always worry about yourself, right? If someone is seeing out lying to you and they're biting you, don't say you deserve it, but just try to fucking worry about yourself and not, because one day it's good, one day it's bad. One day a person pisses you off, the next day they like you, right? But I always go like this, whether or not somebody caused me a hard time, here's this one lady, really immaturely, verbally abusive with people. All of a sudden, she started like me for a day. I was happy. I felt like weight off my shoulder. I don't have to worry about this fucking freak anymore. But then right away, this, I can't betray my friend. I respect my friend. What the fuck? I'm sad for my friend. This person is still being a goof. So right away, like this, I tangle up with this person again. I said, come on, man. I can't be your fucking friend. That's happened to me almost a handful of times. Someone, for some reason, thinks you're an idiot. But they prefer liking you because it makes their life easier. But I'm like this. What I don't like about that person is you're making too much money and you're still, your head up your ass, swinging at people, threatening people because you're slower mental. Fuck off, right? That is not cool. I feel bad for them when they learn something, right? Because then they're remorseful and shit, right?
Some of them, they're not mentally there, right? Some are, right?
No, these guys are so nice, right? But see, I'm like, I definitely feel like I'm missing life sometimes. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad we have things in common with each other in the first place, right? And I always go like this. I love trying to be nice to people. I'm polite. That's all that goes, right? And I go out and exercise, and I really feel good. I feel bad for some people here that don't go out too much. Their health, right? But it's like it reminds you of a cat. Some cats love it outside. Some cats are home cats. Right?
And I got another last few question. If you had 2 wishes, what would your 2 wishes be today? If you had 2 wishes, what would your 2 wishes be today?
I would just wish that everybody's got something really excellent happening to them in life, and they believe in it, and everybody has health. Health is the most thing of all. The best wish of all.
So the first wish is?
Good health for everybody.
Good health for everybody, right? Even the rich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. See that? Okay. Second wish?
This is that people, rich or poor, They were mostly poor people, right?
Yeah.
Have something excellent coming up for them, like housing or something. You mean to cheer them up, and people realize everybody's going to be helped, so don't worry about feeling like you got something more than somebody else done, right? Like fairness, more fairness and stuff. People should be respectful of each other, respecting each other, because you're with it. Like, what the fuck? You go up to somebody, no matter who the fuck it is, if you're asshole with them, they're not gonna fucking respond good, right?
I was gonna ask you as well, what would you advise? Now I got your 2 wishes, which was brilliant, because what most homeless people or people that are less fortunate do is they always worry about the entirety of humanity, whether rich or poor. Yeah, the first thing that you wished for was for everyone's health.
Health.
It shows me your character.
Because when you're healthy, you can think, and it gives you a chance to stay calm when something comes up to make you angry, right? Taking deep breaths. But I'm like this. It's fucking horribly scary for me. You think you know it all, in a split second you can fall on your fucking face, rotten day, right? And I go, you see, it reminds you, somebody's ready, it might be a fucking doof deep down inside, but I always go like this. My energy keeps trying to make me feel, do what you have to fucking do to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, since you told me your wishes, what would you have advised the younger you? What would you have told yourself so you wouldn't be in this situation today? What would you have told yourself?
I would say for sure try to stay in school. So when you got a diploma, it's like you got a driver's license. You mean? You cannot fucking fail in life. A high school diploma is very excellent. But also to take time out and breathe, right? Like reevaluate, keep asking questions to your teacher to keep reevaluating. Like, don't go fucking see anxiety. You can't tell people how their health is going to affect them. But basically, take it slow in high school, because the realistic thing, when you're in high school, you try having interest in. See, making money is one thing, right? But you see, when I grew up, I lived with my parents for a long time. Some people by the age I was living, my parents were paying rent for an apartment. So everybody's different. So I always just say to you young people, be happy with yourself. The more you like yourself on to feet, and you like being kind or having friends, nothing could fucking happen to you. Nobody should be insulting you or spitting in your fucking face, no matter what. I'm glad nowadays racism is going away. And it's silly, right? But I always go like this. Sexism, all this other shit, right? Like, there's a lot of horrible stories out there where there's fucking true. I really block reality sometimes. I just block things out of my mind. That's what I do. I ignore stuff. Like, parents passed away, I don't think about it.
Just block it off.
It makes you angry, for some reason. But see, I always go, you touch base with something, it's 0.5% solved. Right? But in the long run, it goes to show you, no matter how you walk, you know you're always trespassing. Right? But I try to be as, ignore that. I don't want to trespass or step on somebody's foot. So just because I think that doesn't mean I'm fucking doing it.
Well, anyway, you're brilliant. What was your name again?
Tony.
Tony, man. This was brilliant, Tony. It was lovely to speak to you.
You have excellent question. I hope this stuff is meaningful for someone.
It is meaningful, because what I do is I'm trying to raise awareness of what's actually going on. Are the government doing enough to help our citizens? Why is it that you have people that have mental issues and people that are just homeless in the same facility? Is there something that's dividing them? What else happens after? How long do they stay here? Is it a 5-year period until you get your own place? I just want to know what's actually, where's our taxpayers?
Well, you guys are so nice, the nice meals.
Yeah, the food is good.
Nice food, like we have nice rooms, heating, air conditioning, TVs. I don't have a TV, right? But still, it's like it makes you feel like, how the fuck could this be, right? That's pretty rotten, right?
And this is why I like, because I've spoke to people who were talking bad about the place.
But see, I always go like this. I wish really they would have few odious people to allow work for them. Like, how many times when they have stuff happening, disasters or floods, I wish they would call people on ODSP to work, because I love working. I still like working when I think about it, right?
You're that old. Can you imagine?
If you like it though, right?
You're riding the bike like a young man. and I
That's
think
a
that's what's keeping you going. Once you sit, like you said, like a house cat, then this is
You
where your
gotta
health
stretch.
starts to
Gotta
deteriorate.
keep stretching.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I played in a football league a long time ago
Yeah.
with that guy Dwight Edwards from the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Yeah.
I mean, I like sports, right? But like I say, smoking cigarettes is horrible.
Yeah.
It is
no
fucking
fun,
horrible.
no, man.
I was in a program one time. Every hour they give you a cigarette,
Yeah.
and I was going crazy. In less than 2 months, I'm like this. I didn't even want to get up to have a cigarette. Like, your addiction goes away. If someone can control your cigarettes, I'm a heavy smoker, right?
Yeah.
Like 1 hour, even start every half hour.
Yeah.
Believe me, you're doing yourself a favor. The more you can breathe, the more you can smell the beautiful grass and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
But it was lovely talking to you.
Lovely
so-
talking to you, my bud.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, eh?
This was a lovely interview. Thank you again, alright?
Thank you. And I appreciate your fucking energy, man. Your brain, like your intentness. I hope someone could dig how you're doing something and do what you're doing as well. 'Cause I bet you a lot of people believe that you can make change
Yeah.
from stuff just like this, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you're a really good guy, Kenny.
Ken, I've interviewed him twice,
Yeah.
and people on my channel wanted him back.
All right, on.
They're interested. People want to put money
Have you
together.
come across some girls too?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
I do is I come here almost every other day. Between the latest is.
Well, I hope you have a good day yourself. You know, like doing stuff on your own, and it cheers you up, not to get too depressed.
Oh, this cheers
'Cause
me up.
this is pretty cool.
This
We're doing
cheers
pretty
me up.
good.
This is my passion. You understand? I wake up for this.
Excellent,
So
man.
then I could make a change, right? I just want to raise awareness. I just want to raise awareness because I can be in this situation tomorrow, and I don't look down on anybody.
I mean, the
And I
government
do need
talks
help.
about this stuff pretty seriously in the paper. They always talk about it. But what gets me is when they elect somebody, how many times it happens. Ooh, they cut money to the fucking
Right?
and this and that.
Yeah.
And like they forget this, and all of a sudden, what's the other three parties? How come they're not? Because they can't do fuck all about it. I don't know how
like
the
our
government works.
and I love our country.
Mm.
It's just I'm hoping they can do more for the less fortunate. That's all. I'm not here saying, oh, you guys don't have a roof over your head.
Well, like I
Clearly
said,
do,
I think
right?
people to feel more important
Yeah.
need to be doing something,
Yeah.
whether it's paperwork
Yeah.
or physical work,
Yeah.
right? But see, some of the people that initially don't like being told to do, but then they love it,
Yeah.
right?
that's-
Because it helps a little bit to prod somebody.
Yeah.
It's good to, good medicine in the lungs.
Yeah.
This car's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah,
Nice size, eh?
Yeah, thank you. Man.
Four doors, eh?
Well, thank you for everything.
Thank you
Total
for
sign
everything.
off, yeah?